Alright, gonna do a quick little show around. Phone storage still an issue, so gonna make it quick and get right into the tour, and let's see how much we can really show today before my phone puts out. Here's Nepenthes Jacquelineae. New pictures forming on this one. Should be a lot bigger than the last few, which will be exciting. It has a nice little ring of basil pictures. And here is Nepenthes Jamban. Lots of basil pictures on this one, and forming new ones too, just like Jacquelineae. Should be a nice little bush. Has a new basil coming, which is cool. Here's Nepenthes enormis. New growth looks good on it, so it should have some pictures soon. And exciting because it only produces like 2 at a time, then doesn't, and then produces another 2, and then it kills them off, and then you have to wait sometimes. A little bit of a duration. Here's Raja Crosslowii. It's going to have a big pitcher jump here, and it's got a ring of basil pitchers forming. And but this one's opening up. It's going to be pretty good. Here's Nepenthes Robcanthii. The pitcher jump is forming on the leaf jump. It's doing pretty well. It's done well the last year or two. Let's see. Down here is Raja Cross Jacquelineae. It's going to have a pretty big pitcher opening on it soon. You can see the peltate tendril insertion. Overall, doing pretty well. It's not the most consistent pitcher, but it's always done pretty well. And then behind it is Raja Verbigia, and it's kind of having an unusual pattern right now. It doesn't usually put pitchers out in bunches, but that's kind of what it's doing right now. So it should have like 3 or 4 that open up all kind of at the same time, and that's just unusual for it. Here's Nepenthes Edwardsiana that I gave a recent repot to. Forming a couple new pitchers, and has a little smaller winter pitcher or spring pitcher on it. But yeah, doing well. I'm happy with this. Nepenthes Afipiata. I'm not going to bother moving that one around too much. It's nice, but it doesn't have a whole lot to show. Argentii back there. That one's very iffy. Sometimes it looks great, sometimes it doesn't look so great. But right now it's going through a good phase. I just need to trim it up and fix it up a little bit. But the new growth looks really good. It's going to have some pictures. Nepenthes Afipiata, Hose Mountains. Going to have some pictures opening soon. I'll show that one when it has pictures. Veitchii Loei, beautiful new picture. Next to Trismatiensis, almost the same size, same height. 2 natural Loei hybrids next to each other, and that's what the Trismatiensis looks like. There's another natural hybrid on Glandula Cross-Afipiata. So there's debate about whether this is a natural hybrid, but I have my reasons for thinking that it is. Not that I'm some scientist, but I do believe that this one is a naturally occurring hybrid. And that's Trismatiensis' next picture. Looks like it's going to shift to kind of more of an intermediate looking type picture. Here's Robcanthii Cross Paloensis. Really nice new picture on this. Great colors. This is going to be one of my favorites for sure. And then the pictures darken up to like a nice Loei styled. Well, they kind of have like a Loei style darkening up of the picture. I didn't word that very well, but yeah, beautiful plant. Here's Nepenthes Attenburyi down on the floor. I've been showing this one a lot, but you know, I'm just really happy to have this in the collection. It's about 14-15 inches across, and then it has mature-ish pitchers now. I mean, they're going to get a good amount bigger, but it seems like this plant is actually getting the pitcher size fairly early, because I've had another Attenburyi around this size, and was not getting pitchers as big, so that's good. And here's Paloensis. It's going to have some pitchers on it soon, but they're still forming kind of all at once. Then Ventricosa Atten right here. Really beautiful. Pictures as usual. Nothing new on it really. There's a hidden picture that I put out recently, but it's getting really big and starting to get close to vining. And there's the hidden picture's way back there. Maybe I can show it at some point, but it's behind Verbigia Veitchii Cross Mollis, which is here. Very Mollis-like pictures. Let me put it back safely. And it's getting pretty mature. And then here's some Cross Robcanthii. Almost knocked over. Veitchii Mollis. Some of these plants are getting very top-heavy and precarious. That's Rob. I have to water this thing just to make sure it has enough weight in the pot. there's a talented vision. Gonna be vining. Well, it is actually kind of vining now. Just open up the vent. It's getting hot up here. And there's a truncata crusted wort sienna. Just massive. There's a picture forming down there. Truncata type tyrant here. Very green, kind of splotchy pictures, but they're getting bigger, and it's got a leaf jump, so let's see how this looks. Let's see. Vici Loei crusted tabulus with its first kind of upper picture. I think it's an upper. Belii crusted roasted Pleiades. And then I'm going to go ahead and just show the showstoppers instead of all the little ones. Here's LDV cross spatulata crusted wort sienna. This plant's getting enormous. 25 inches across. And it's just going to get bigger. But yeah, really happy with this one. It's just been an easy, vigorous grower. And then same with Peltata cross Dracolinea, which I gave a repot to recently. So don't think it has pictures on it at the moment. But and here's Spatulata diabolica. I cut the vines; they were getting too much, so I just eventually I cut some of the vines off and I'm rooting them. So if you want a confirmed male Spatulata diabolica, I will have some available soon. Here is Peter D'Amato, doing really well from Brian. There's a really cool looking dark picture on it right here. Beautiful. And then here's Epiphytica cross Mollis, vining underneath. I repotted this one recently too, but it's vining underneath a shelf. Pictures are dying off, I think, from the repot stress, but here's one that stayed. It's relatively fresh. Really just like Epiphytica. And then down here is a Vici. That's nothing to write home about at the moment. And there's the Spatulata diabolica rooted cuttings. Here's a couple jam band cuttings I'm trying to make. Here's a Vici B. And that's a new picture. So far, still nothing too much to write home about, but showing some promise for sure. It's a juvenile picture still. And then here's Vici from Carnivoro. Mama Pink Candy Stripe. Always spectacular when they first open. And then here's a Nermis cross Palmetto. Another one from Brian. Really dark pictures on this one. I don't know if I'm going to bother taking it out. There's just too much that could go wrong. I'm trying to do that. There's Loei Botchkina, or no, Loei Vici Vici cross Loei Plastic Wood Pearstone. It has a beautiful picture on it, but unfortunately that would require me taking it out and showing. But here's a new one that's opening. And these get a really rich red hue to them. It's really nice. And then eventually goes a porcelain down there. The vine kind of fell over. I have to rectify it, but the pictures are more visible. Oh, I'm gonna do a bunch of work on this greenhouse soon, and then correct all these little things. There's Ramaspina. Some beautiful pictures on it. Looking really good right now. Unfortunately, the best pictures are facing towards the back of the greenhouse, so you can't see them. There's telling us the Vici Botchkina, big vine back there. Platykyla is also vining back there. And then Naga is doing really well back here. Big pictures and a basil, hopefully vining soon. But I mean, these pictures are pretty damn big. So yeah, that's all I'm going to show for today. And yeah, I'll do another update soon. I always say that, but hopefully pretty soon.